Ladies and gentlemen, as promised, joining us right now on the Dignified Delinquents podcast, we have a guy. This man is multi-talented. He plays Thug Yoda on the hit HBO series Insecure, and you can catch him now as everyone's favorite cousin Vince on one of my new favorite shows, Bigger on BET Plus. Show your love for Tristen Winger. How you doing, boss man?
I'm doing well. I am chilling in this hotel room. I'm great.
Great. Well, listen. Are you still quarantined? Or are you out on the streets and moving a little bit?
I'm moving a little bit. I'm in St. Louis right now visiting family. My birthday was a couple days ago. So.
Okay. Happy belated birthday. The big 3-5.
3-5.
3-5. Hey. So that plays right into your character Vince on Bigger. There, Bigger is a show about people in their 30s, want to know if they can do bigger and better things at that stage in life. How did that show come about, and how did you become involved in that show?
So Felicia Mary created the show, and I believe the story goes that Will Packer was looking for a show that centered around folks in their mid 30s trying to make it in life. I feel like as millennials, we were told to go to school, get a good education so we can get a good job and have a career, and so we can make money and everything will be fine. But then we found that once we went to school and we graduated, or maybe we didn't graduate, and then we got a job, we found out like, okay, this isn't going the way that our parents said this would go. Where is the money? Where are the fishes and loaves? Where's all the good stuff that we said we were going to be given if we did all the things that our parents told us we would do?
For sure.
Where's all this? And so like, this is a show that centers around that. It's like, okay, now we have to take control of that to have the life that we want to have.
Absolutely, man. It's really a dope show. It's one of them shows where I downloaded BET Plus like maybe when it first came out, and I had it, and content started slowly coming on, and I saw the show on there, but I was like, this is a chick flick show. This my wife gonna enjoy this. This ain't really for me. Right. I was at work. I was like, I'm at work. I should be working, but I'm not. Let me just hit play and see what happens. That first episode, from the first all the way, I just finished season 2. Man, y'all have a jewel on y'all hands with that one. It is crazy.
Thank you.
And you play a pivotal role that I think a lot of people can relate to. You are, I like to say, finding yourself, especially in season 1. You're still trying to figure out, where you are, trying to catch up with the times. Yeah. Is your character Vince anything like you in real life?
I would say somewhat. I mean, we have some similarities because we both really love music. Vince is a DJ, and as we later see in season 2, like he wanted to produce music. That's what his true love was. Like he loves music. And so like I remember I went to college for mechanical engineering. But then once I got to college, I met my friend David Bell. And he went by Beatman, and he was making beats on Fruity Loops back in 2003. And he showed me, he was like, yeah, man, we can make beats on our computer. I was like, what? That's tight. Because one of my heroes is Pharrell Williams. So I was like, I could be like the Neptune. Right. It's going to be so dope. Downloaded the software on my computer, and my first beats were trash. But then slowly but surely, like the beats got better.
Right.
The beats got better. And so like me and Vince are similar in that way. And also like with our parents, Vince and I is our mom, like, our mom was both like, okay, cool, that's cute, but you need to go to school so you can get education,
for sure,
so you can get a good job in a real career, that mechanical engineering. That's what you need to be doing.
For sure, absolutely, man. And it's funny sometimes how art imitates real life. I saw on social media recently, you said you're in St. Louis visiting your dad, who you said you hadn't seen in, I want to say 17 years. And on the show, Vince is kind of going through that same thing where he hasn't seen his pops. His mom's going through dementia. How is that translating for you, like blurring the lines of on screen and real life?
So that was a very blurry line. I was super grateful that Devon Shepard, who was our season 1 showrunner, who is our consulting producer for the second season, I sat down and talked with him at the end of season 1. Like, I think I was bringing him like a rap gift, and we just sat in the lobby of his hotel and we just talked for 2 hours. And I told him about my life. Like, I went to school for mechanical engineering. I wanted to produce music, but I've always loved acting. I've always been a performer. And he took all that information that he remembered and put that into Vince's episode. And I was amazed and honored that he felt so captivated by my story that he wanted to adapt that for Vince's story. It was very beautiful. And now me being here in St. Louis, visiting my dad, who I haven't seen in 17 years, and seeing my grandma, who I haven't seen in 26 years, that reunion was a moment, and we've been having a good time since I've been here.
Yes,
so I'm very happy.
I've been seeing you on social, y'all out in the water with the ducks and everything. I ain't mad at you at all, sir. I'm like, man, that's a beautiful thing. Now, and then one of the things I saw in doing research on you and pulling some information for this interview, Tori Spelling plays your love interest in season 2 of Bigger, and she said what she said was, you're the best scene partner and romantic interest she's ever had. She said working with you in season Bigger has just been a thrill, like one of the jobs of a lifetime. Does that come from training? Is that just, your charismatic self? Is that just your nature or your nurture? What is that?
I mean, it's just, it's important to have that chemistry is important. Like when we booked the show for the first season, like we have to have a chemistry read. Sure. Like we have to make sure that we can work with each other, that we can relate to one another, that we can have a good time. No one wants to go on set filming a TV show or filming any kind of content and not have a good time with your co-stars. So it's like, it's bringing that energy to our guest stars as well. It's like, Tori was a good time. She's so funny and she's so silly. And, there was no weird energy about her. There was nothing like, Tori comes from 90210. Like everyone knows Tori Spelling. So it's like, there was maybe like a little thought of intimidation, like, well, she sees it, she knows what she's doing. But it's like, I also know what I'm doing.
Right.
And I want to have a good time and I want her to feel comfortable. And she wants me to feel comfortable and she wants to have a good time. So it's like we met in the middle. Like that emoji with the 2 handshakes.
Yeah,
it was that emoji. So like it just worked out perfectly.
Absolutely. Now, earlier in the show, we were talking about there's a relife, I would say, of the TV show The Game, with Wendy Raquel Robinson Wendy Raquel reprising her role as Tasha Mack, pow pow pow. But she was instrumental in your learning and acting. How was she an influence on you?
So she was a great influence. There is a conservatory in South Central LA called Amazing Grace Conservatory that was founded by her and one of her best friends, Tracy Coley, who passed in the 2000s, I believe. And so I remember hearing a commercial for the Black Business Expo on the radio. And Wendy Raquel Robinson, she was talking about telling folks to come down to the Black Business Expo, and she was talking about Amazing Grace Conservatory. And so my mom and I had gone to the open house to hear about it. And this was a conservatory for acting, singing, dance. It was basically theater. And going there and learning from Miss Wendy and, for acting and dancing and singing through Mr. Coley was such a good time because they taught me to be true to myself. And I feel like, especially when you're performing, yes, we are portraying characters, but there's part of ourselves that are in those characters.
For sure.
And we have to be true to ourselves, and we want those characters to be true as well. As actors, we want to breathe life into these characters. And so it's like, what is the truest version of this character? And that's something that I learned from Amazing Grace Conservatory and Miss Wendy. Shout out to Wendy Raquel Robinson, who just got a reboot for The Game.
The Game, that's dope. Paramount Plus, that's dope, man. You are when I was telling everyone that we were doing this interview and we were trying to get it going for a minute, everybody was like, Thug Yoda, and I was like, yeah, that's his name too. Why not? Is he going to be in the final season of Insecure? Can we expect to see a cameo from Thug Yoda pop in, pop out?
I mean, we're gonna see. Thug Yoda shows up when he's needed. It's kind of like the bat signal. It's like, can we use a word from Thug Yoda here? Yep, we can. And then he pops up.
I ain't mad at that. And you've been working with Issa since
that red light in the sky, and then Thug Yoda will appear.
And it just say blop, just with a. You've been working with Issa since was it Awkward Black Girl?
Yeah.
So was that just a relationship that you all established on that show and it grew over and she was like, hey, I got something for you. Don't even worry about auditioning and just come in. Or was it, would you have to go through the process and everything like that?
So there definitely was an audition process. Mm-hmm. And I've known Issa since we went to high school together.
Oh, wow.
In 99, we went to King Jew Medical Magnet High School. We were supposed to be doctors. And we acted together in high school. And then so Awkward Black Girl came around, of course. And I hit her up like, hey, I want to do some more acting. And then she wanted me to do Baby Voice Darius.
Mm-hmm.
That was successful. And then, of course, like we're friends, we kept in contact. So when Insecure happened, initially I auditioned for Lawrence and things were going very well.
Okay.
And then, Jay Ellis is a perfect Lawrence. Like Jay Ellis was a perfect choice.
Yeah.
Like, I can't see myself being Jay Ellis.
If they said take your shirt off, I probably want to see Jay. Like,
I mean, you're right. It's Jay Ellis.
Yeah, it's Blue from the game. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I get it. But so after all that, when she got the series order for Insecure, I hit her up and I texted her. I was like, yo, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. HBO. It's insane. And she was like, just know I'm still looking out for you. So, and that was like October or November 2015. January 2016, she texted me out of the blue. She was like, hey, Tris, I have the perfect role for you for Insecure. I'm going to send you the scene tomorrow. The next day comes. She sent me the scene, and it's that first scene with Thug Yoda and Lawrence. And I was rolling. I was with my girlfriend at the time at her apartment and her best friend. And I got excited. I read it out loud, and I just read it. I was just reading it through like, oh, what's up, bro? Well, you sad, whatever the lines were. And I was just reading it, and it was just funny. Like, it was immediate. Like, you didn't really have to put anything on. It was just hilarious.
Yeah.
And in the email, Issa was like, let me know if this is cool, if this works for you. If not, we can find something else. And my first reaction was like, if not, we can find something else. What do you mean?
This is it.
Who said that? But not only that, but I'm like, this is an opportunity. First of all, no one just goes like, hey, this is what I think you'll be good at in this HBO show that's gonna be a hit. Like, it's like, I'm so grateful. And so I did audition. She was like, okay, cool. Like, I told her, I was like, yes, I will be a Thug Girl. She's like, you still have to audition. But let's see what happens. So I went up to, that was at Sony in Culver City. And I just told myself I'm going to stay in character the whole time. And so I went up there, had my tank top on, had some 501 Levi's on. It was baggy. And I had on some all red Air Force Ones. And I remember walking through the lot, and I was just in character the whole time. People just looking at me like, does this dude belong here? And I was just like, what's up, bro? And just walking through. I remember walking up into the, it's kind of like a bungalow office or whatever, where they were doing the auditions. And I saw some of her assistants who I knew, but I stayed in character. And as soon as I walked in, they started laughing. I'm just like, what's happening, y'all? It's Bracken. And then I signed in my name, like, cool. It's Boo if I sit right here. All right, for sure, I'm going to sit right here. Then I'll wait for my audition. And then they called me in. They were laughing immediately because I was just in character. And I'm not Thug Yoda. That's not me. But like, I was in character, did the audition. It went very well. I was driving home, and Issa texted me. She was like, "Yo, just they want you. Don't shave your beard. Keep burning your." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And this was in late March. And then maybe like a week later on April Fool's Day, she was like, congratulations. She sent me a text. Congratulations, HBO approved. And I was like, yeah, I was excited to record a video of myself celebrating. Then I texted, was like, wait a minute, is this an April Fool's joke? This isn't funny.
This is the first.
No, I would not do that. Congratulations. The role is yours. And I filmed my first 2 episodes of Insecure the day before my 30th birthday.
That's dope.
May 11th, 2016. That's
dope. That's dope. Man, yeah. That whole process to me, I've read for not the pilot. It was like an episode where I had a 2-liner for Insecure. Now, I didn't get it, and that's okay. But just to have that in my hand, like, man, this show is history. Like, we're gonna look back in 20 years and be like, hey, y'all remember Insecure when that was the show? Like how we talk about Martin and so forth. So that just to have your name embedded in that piece of history is, I would say, amazing. For sure.
I would also say it's incredible.
Now, before I let you go, I'm a writer. I produce, I direct, I do some things, web series based, and I work with a lot of actors, and they were really hyped to, see that flyer go up and see that, you were coming on, and at least 7 of them asked me to ask you, and I was like, I don't know if he's gonna have the answer to this. They said, what is the key to success, or what is your key to success? Is it consistency? Is it the hard work? Is it a Kool-Aid with a good amount of sugar? And what is your key?
It's definitely the Kool-Aid with a good amount of sugar. But in addition to that, the key to success is following whatever it is that makes you happy. And just like Miss Wendy taught me, is that being true to yourself. It's like, a lot of times I know with myself, I got to a point where I was chasing what Instagram and what Twitter was telling me success looked like. Mm-hmm. And success looks like whatever makes you happy, whatever fulfills you, whatever makes you get up in the morning and feel like you just want to keep doing this thing over and over and over again. Like it may not be a dollar amount. It may not be a specific career. It may not be anything tangible. It's a feeling. It's something you feel inside. That's what you have to go after. I went to college for mechanical engineering. I didn't finish because I kept hitting roadblocks. Every time I tried to do something with mechanical engineering, which wasn't aligning with what my spirit was telling me I wanted to do, it wasn't working. It was failing every single time. But then once I started going after acting, doors kept opening up. And I kept being successful in this space in entertainment, which told me like, this is me going in the right direction. So I would say just be true to yourself and pay attention to when things start opening up for you, to what feels right. And don't listen to other people. Don't listen to naysayers that they're telling you, no, but you're not going to be successful. You're going to be poor. You're going to be da-da-da-da. But it's like, if that money's not making you happy, if this other thing is making you happy and you're finding success there, then that's what you need to be going after.
Absolutely. Man, I appreciate you for stepping on here and just joining us and dropping that wisdom and sharing your insight and for just talking to me. I feel honored and privileged just sitting here having this conversation with you. I am a fan. You have great comedic timing. Do you do stand up?
No.
I saw you on Zooming with the homies. I was like, he could get up there.
Thank you. That's very intimidating, Zooming with the homies. But I love to hear. I love everybody on Zooming with the homies whenever I get on there. But I just be like, man, y'all are great at these jokes. Y'all just keep going. Y'all just, this is great. So I'm gonna keep going on Zooming. I'm keep hanging out with Tahir and my comedian friends and Chase Anthony, who's my co-star on Bigger. He's excellent on stage. And eventually I'll get up.
Yeah, if you hang around a lot of comedians, they're gonna push you up there at least once, even if it's just a dare. Like, hey, just try this out. Go say that one time, see what happens. And if you get that first hit loud,
one story and peace out.
Well, when you get that loud though, you gonna be like, you know what, this might be home.
That instant gratification feels good.
Absolutely. Well, listen, what besides Bigger, which is streaming right now, and we have an upcoming season of Insecure, what else can people look forward to from you coming soon?
We're definitely going to see more commercials with me. There are a couple voiceover projects that are happening as well. I signed an NDA, so I can't say anything about that. But yeah, you'll be hearing my voice and things and seeing me in more stuff. I'll be out here.
Okay, listen, we're going to be looking for you too. We appreciate you for coming on the Dignified Delinquents. Ladies and gentlemen, Tristen Winger.